Good morning, everybody. Louis, I don't have a screen.
What happened?
I don't know. I see a lighthouse. I don't hear the boats going by, but
Move your mic, move your mouse a little bit.
no.
No, not your mic, your mouse.
The what?
Mouse. No? Okay, hang on.
I got it. Thank you. Yeah. I'll tell you. You know, technology has left me so far behind the curve. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. I mean, Esther, things are so bad. How bad are they, Mike?
How bad are they?
Yeah, that's it. How bad? I don't even have a doorbell that works. That's how far behind the curve. Thank you. You guys are a rough crowd. You're a rough crowd. Esther, how are you?
Doing great. Awesome to be here with you and Lou today and all of your listeners and viewers here. It's one of my favorite things to do the first Friday of every month. Come and give you a recap and let you know what's going on with you, me, and Sicily.
If I tell you how many people have asked me about you and how you've been progressing and getting along, and it's been a while since I've had a chance to chat with you. But you know, to the people, your friends, how are you doing?
Every day, stronger and stronger.
Good.
Every day. I've had my support here in Sicily. My support, our YouTube fans, our Facebook friends, has been unbelievable. I couldn't have imagined this outpouring of support, of emails, of people just checking in on me constantly, people stopping by here, our friends, even our drivers. One of our drivers stopped by and he bought us some sweets for All Souls and All Saints Day last week.
Oh, wow.
He bought us some rame di Napoli, chocolate and pistachio one, and he brought us that Bones of the Dead, Osso de Morti.
Watch your teeth.
So you wash your teeth. Everyone buys them, that no one eats them.
Yeah, they're challenging. When you're a kid, a teenager, who cared? You know, once you start getting up there a little bit, and
you got to watch out.
Very, very careful. I mean,
yeah. Listen, I'm also very fortunate. My staff has been unbelievable since I spoke to you last month. In the month of October, we had some days, we had 4 simultaneous tours going on. We had one of our big 16 group, we had a 4, we had a 2, and we had a family of 9. And I was just in my office here in Sicily on the phone, quarterbacking it all, master control. So you can imagine.
That can't be easy.
That's impressive.
It got done. It got done without a hitch. Every single morning. Al's like, what the hell is going on? Every single morning was a revolving door. The guides would come to get the instructions. The drivers would come. My assistant would come. Every single day, it was a non-stop activity. I was on the phone all day managing them, and everything was perfect. And I even got to have dinner with the group 3 times.
Wow.
With the big group. Yeah.
Being a quarterback and not being on the scene, it's problematic. It's problematic. But
listen, my assistants did an A++ job. Trust me, I was on the phone with all 4 of them, you know, and everyone did a great job.
You know, I don't know if I ever asked you this question, Esther, but 14 years ago, going back to 2013, 2014, you went to Sicily in 14, right?
June 2014, right after my birthday, the week after my birthday.
You were 30?
Yeah, I was 30.
30
again.
What I wanted to ask you is the concept of you, me, and Sicily and the touring part of it. I know you make a lot of videos, but the touring part of it, whose idea was that?
Came much later. So what happened was in 2014, Alan and I decided that he flew me over here to Sicily. We hired a cameraman from Dancing with the Stars, Rocco Colonna, and we were going to do a series of 7 videos, and then I was see you later. I was going to go home. Nice to meet you. Bye, Sicily. And I realized after maybe the 3rd week that there's something very special about Sicily.
That's
And it
soon,
started
huh?
getting under my skin. Well, first, I was in high production, editing, production. Rocco had left, and I still had my 3rd week, I still had a week. And I remember going down to our little village, Acitrezza, and I was like, this place makes me feel good. My vibration is really good. I really like this place. I like the
Interesting.
people. I love the food. And it was like this moment that I was like, oh. And then Al and I decided that I would stay. That year I stayed till October. Now, Alfred had already been doing tours based on his books. Al had written 4 books, and I have some news about that in just a second. And he had one tour that first year based on his book. So basically what happened was people would go on the tour, and Al would show up for dinner maybe once, maybe twice max on a 9, 10, maybe 3 times tour. So that year, 2014, he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. He did it with Right Way Travel out of Methuen.
I
Josephine
remember that
Toscano.
with Joe Toscano, yeah.
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 I think
And
they're
so
related, right? That's his cousin?
that's his cousin. Yep. And so Al had very successful tours. He had 1, maybe 2 tours a year based on his books. And then he said, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. And so that was 2014. And then, so 2015, I came here and ended up staying again for 7 months, and we continued our video work. Then in 2016, early, I got an email from someone who said, my husband is going to turn 60 next year. He's from Sicily. And I just started my research, and I went to YouTube and I put in Sicily, and I saw that, now, mind you, this is 2014.
Right.
So there wasn't a lot of stuff on Sicily. Now there's a lot of English speaking videos on Sicily. But anyway, she said, either they were speaking Italian, aerial footage with music, but you guys are on the ground, you're talking to the locals, and you're getting into the nitty gritty of Sicily. Would you consider creating a tour for me and my husband that involves, she named a few of the videos, and she said, I want to go here, 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 here. That was the first one. And then we did another one that year. 2017, we did 2. Then 2018, we were growing, 19, 20. And now I'm very thankful that our business has grown incrementally, and we're handling a pretty good crowd. And even with my leg here,
That's
I made
amazing.
a commitment. So this is what I did. This is how crazy. I'm in a wheelchair, right? So I'm like, I can't do this. We had 4 people repeaters on this trip, and I like those people. It paid me not to go to Taormina. It paid me not to go to Ortigia. It paid me not to go to the vineyard, to this, to that. But I said, you know what? I want to at least ching at the end of the night with them. So I went to the restaurants 3 times, and I threw a party here for the group of 16 people plus Al and I, 17, 18. And I had like the bread lady deliver the bread. The woman we use, Angela, deliver the lasagna. I had my assistant go get the wine, the cheese, the olives. We always have plastic plates and I'm used to it because there's always a party. There's always a dinner. With the groups, we always have a dinner. And we threw, and Al's like, there's no way. There's no way. You can't. There's no way. I said, Al, watch me. So we ended up doing a buffet. Wow. And we did a whole video on that. Well, party at our house on one of our YouTube, You, Me, and Sicily. And the pastry guy, the guy who delivered the bread, brought these beautiful handmade desserts that were almost too pretty to eat. So it was again a revolving door, and at the end, Al and I are like, high five, we did it. So I ended up eating with them 4 times.
Wow, that's incredible. Well orchestrated, that's for sure.
That's exactly what Al said. I'm the master. I'm the conductor of the entire month of October and September. Out of a wheelchair, I was conducting an orchestra.
Well, job well done. You know, when you started bringing up having tradespeople coming to the house and dropping product off, uh, growing up in the 50s, and it was everything came to the house. I mean, you had milkmen leaving milk, you had Cushmans, you name it. You had, you know, even on Common Street, you had a guy. He used to have a wagon pulled by a horse, and this is like late,
Awesome.
yeah, in the middle 50s, and he had all vegetables on it. And you know, my nana Messina would run out and get some nice fresh vegetables, and that's, see,
It's not it's
that's what
not
you're talking
unusual to
about.
see that scene still here. In
Really?
fact, there are places, and I can think of two vividly, that there are two guys, one in Acitrezza, one in Cefalu. The guy, every single day, like clockwork, he has the three-wheeler, and on the back of the three-wheeler, he's got all the fruits and vegetables, and he'll stop at a neighborhood. These are cobblestone streets where cars can't go. He'll stop, he'll ring the bell, or he'll play some Sicilian music, and the people come and get that stuff. That's a
That's
beautiful
it is.
moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have a few people that are saying good morning to you. Andy
Good
Parisi,
morning.
Barbara Cody. Um, they always listen in as often as they possibly can, and they're just saying good morning to everybody, and that's a good thing. I even offered to take Barbara out for lunch today, and you know what she did?
Wowzers.
She
What?
turned me down.
Wow.
Well,
She
why?
turned me down. Hey,
Oh
I
boy.
don't
I know
know.
she has some reason why.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
What did you do, Mike?
But I said, hey, we'll go to Grazzi's. Have Grazzi's one of our sponsors, and I like going there. And one thing about all our sponsors that we have, they're people that we use, that I use in particular.
Yeah,
I would never recommend a business, and you know
Yeah.
that, Lou.
Yep.
I would
I
never.
love that.
I never would recommend a business without me being a customer. For many years we had Hilton Oil, and Hilton Oil is in South Lawrence. And I mean, I got married in 1965. They were my neighbors before I got married in North Andover. And when we did get married, I got them as my oil company. And they're still
Wow.
my oil
That's
company.
awesome.
My oil
That's
company
so
today.
good to hear that a business like that hasn't gone out of business.
Yeah.
No, they're hard workers. And Freddie Hilton, I have nothing but compliments for him and his sons. Are taking it over now. And something. And I live, out of the city. I mean, but the trade that he's developed in, say, Wyndham and Salem, whenever they got a truck coming up, he just comes by the house, tops off my tank, and I never have to worry. I never have to think about
That's
it
awesome.
if I'm away for a long period of time. But the service is incredible. It's like dealing with family. Those are the kind of things that I like. Catadella's funeral home. Everybody in my family is used, so it's good. It's a
Yeah.
good. It's a
Every
good.
single one of those people, like even the supermarket, that I have, or Lucia has been with us for, gosh, she's been with us for 8 years, helping me in the house when we have parties. Even, I send her to the supermarket. She knows where to get, but it's been the same people running the supermarket, so they become family. The bread place, Al and I go there to get coffee. That's one of our regular spots.
Okay.
Angela, I've known her since my first year. So all these vendors that were coming and going to our house have become friends over the years. And they're small, they're local. And so we support them.
Yeah. For many years, I worked for the Nomoulis family market basket now. And there's people that have worked there 45 years, 50
Yeah.
years.
It's
I
awesome.
mean, that speaks volumes when you think about it. Because in today's day and age, everybody's looking to advance. And sometimes the only way you can advance is you have to try a different job. And one thing I liked about working for the Demoulas family, very, very generous, very, very fair. They wanted an honest day's work, no problem, but you got compensated well for it. And
That's
I hate to
awesome.
hear about some of the stuff that's going on now. I don't know. I've been out of it for quite a few years, but I hope it all works out well. And
Yeah.
but anyway, good
Andy,
people to work for. And before that, I was with the Butcher Boy.
Andy Parisi is asking if you remember the Ragman.
I'm sorry.
Andy Parisi is wondering if you remember the Ragman.
Oh, absolutely. This guy would come down with the wagon and the horse, and he used to put the straw hat on the horse. How he got the ears through it, I have no idea. And he would yell out, "Rah!" He had like a way to say it. I can't replicate it. But anyway, it would be Ragman here, something like that. Rags. He had something. And, if you had rags, you'd bring them out and, he'd take them, and it was good. Yeah, I do remember him. I remember him right on Garden Street. It was unbelievable.
Fun memories.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, his horse, he used to bond his horse. He was from St. Lawrence, that gentleman. And I remember seeing the horse, and he'd be out in the yard grazing, and it was pretty cool. Zoning? What zoning? No zoning in St. Lawrence back in the 50s.
What was the name of the horse,
Absolutely.
Mike? Do you remember?
Absolutely not. Yeah, Randy, I do. I remember it. Barbara and I talked about this not too long ago. And she brought it up in conversation. Yeah, she remembers it too. So.
Do you remember the name of the horse?
No. No. But I used to get excited.
Eddie.
Yeah, probably. Who the hell knows?
Mr. Ed?
But the hat used to kill me.
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. Yeah, that was funny. But my Nana Messina's looking out the window. The fire department had a small station there. And voting used to be a precinct for voting. And at that time, you'd see a lot of traffic going up and down Garden Street. It was exciting to see. They'd be out there holding signs like they are now. I used to love it. I used to thought the elections.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But I wanted to ask you, what do you prefer, the gelato or the what the hell you call it?
Granita.
Granita. Yeah.
Well, each of them have a time, a space, a place to have them, right? Granita is more of a, that's what people here have for breakfast. It's available in many places year round, but not everywhere. Starting in the summer to about November 1, it's available everywhere with multiple flavors. And there are certain places that make them better than others, because the granita is a very scientific thing that you have to do. You have to, the ones that are do it the ancient way, because you have to have the centrifuge moving at a certain speed to get the granita to consistency.
You cook it on a pan, a thin pan, and then break it up?
No. Granita is made in a container where one cylinder is moving one way, the other is the other way, and there's ice involved.
That's like me and Tom Zappler.
Yeah,
the same thing.
Anyway, so that granita, I love the pistachio granita, the toasted almond. There's times that we have the mulberry, but not all year. The melon granita, and then gelato is another one of those that not everyone has them. It comes to a certain town and at time of the year, and the pastry shops completely stop.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could get store-bought, but it doesn't compare. So depends on my mood, depends on where I am. In Taormina at the Band Bar, I like the mulberry, the raspberry and the kiwi one. When we're in Catania, I like the pistachio one. So there's different things. But I want to just go back 1 second, Mike.
Yeah.
Because you asked me about the tours and how it got to be. In 1 million years, if you said to me in 2014 that I'd be doing tours, I'd be like, what are you smoking?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And now it's brought me the greatest satisfaction in my career ever. Ever, 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 ever. The greatest satisfaction, the greatest sense of achievement, the greatest feeling that we are making impact on people's lives, not just because of the tours, but because of the videos. And I know this because people tell us, people write us, people, when I on the show have this mug, get emails. Where can I get the mug? People say to Alfred, what are you so? People listen to us. They listen to it. And then people write to us. Thank you. You know, we get stopped all over Sicily. Say, oh, we followed your advice. We went to certain places because you told us to. Oh, your, let's say, travel tips was the best. We followed it exactly. Alfred said to eat the cannoli here, but not there, and we followed it, and it was a good idea. So it's, I mean, those are fun things, but on a deeper level, on another level, people who can't come here, and you know, what do they call them? Armchair travelers, where they watch us and we take them to places, most of the time Sicilian, where their family came from here, and they'll never be able to afford it. Their health is not good, or some other reason, and we transport them here.
Do you, I want to call it a senior trip, because, you know, the older we get, some people can't walk as far, some people are unsteady on their feet. Do you have a tour that's strictly geared like, you know,
no,
kind of low? No.
I'll tell you what our tours are like.
Why don't you hold on to what your tours are like? Because I want to get into this just a little bit. So I'm going to take
group tours.
I'm going to take a quick break.
Go for
I'm
it.
up against the clock, and then
I have an announcement. And then I have an announcement.
And this is the first place you're going to hear it too.
Nice.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, andiamo, figlio.
Ciao, this is Eszter of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best. Call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit GamblingHelplineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back. Esther, there you are. You were standing on your head there for a minute, you know? But
pretty soon.
Pretty
soon.
soon. There you go.
Pretty soon.
We were talking in reference to the tours, and you know what amazes me? I mean, at the beginning, it started off that Al had an idea of maybe teaming up with his cousin and doing a few tours a year. Because keep in mind, he's a very, I don't have to tell you, but to our listeners, I mean, he had a terrific law business going on at the same time. So it was hard for him to get away for a few months. Yeah. And what happened to see that go from a couple of tours a year to the level that you have brought it up to. And I'm complimenting you because it's morphed really under your direction. And you're with people from the beginning to the end. I mean, right now, I would be somewhat intimidated to take a trip like that. Normally, I used
let me stop you right there.
All right.
So did we have group tours, private family tours that, let's say, 3 generations, which is my favorite, we take them to their ancestral home, and then we take them to other places, right?
Yep.
So, you know, we'll see the Taormina, the Ortigia, all that, and then we'll dedicate one day special to visit their ancestral home, okay? And that type of a tour usually, so what does that mean? So 3 generations, you have grandma, grandpa, the kids, and probably grandkids. It's one of my favorite things to do. And what happens is the guide takes whoever wants to go on the walking tour, and I usually hang out with grandma and grandpa at the cafe if they don't want to do, and people watch. And so we're very flexible. The same thing with our group tours, where you have a maximum of 18 people. Some of them know each other, some of them are strangers. Couples, there's been many instances where two couples will come, so 4 people will come together. We've had many instances actually that they'll repeat. The same couple just travels together, and they'll come to multiple of our tours. And on those as well, because I'll have my staff member and my guide go do, whoever wants to do the walking tour. And for those who want to relax and take it easy. Now, we don't get up at 7 and on the bus at 8. No, we're on the bus by 9:30, 10. There's always a guide where you walk for 2, max 3 hours, because after 2.5 hours, people are too much information. And then what happens is that people have free time. You want to go shop, you want to see more sights, or you want to sit and have coffee. It is this formula of, we have a guide, then free time, then dinner, people really like that.
It's working. Yeah, it's come together nicely for you.
It's not boom, 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 boom.
That's what I hated about,
And we have days that are very like half days. So what does that mean? Especially in the summer, stay by the pool. For instance, on the West Coast, where in Castellamare del Golfo, our hotel is right on the port. So people, let's say we only have a half day, go watch the fishermen bring in the catch and sell them right there, sitting on a wooden box with those scales, those scales with the aluminum, quarter kilo, half kilo.
I do. I remember seeing
right?
that.
Or you want to go for a run, you want to go for a boat ride, we can arrange it. So we do a lot of days where, not a lot of days, at least one day is like that, where people have the opportunity to go maybe on that day to their ancestral home as well. So it's not a running. We don't want you to come here and go home exhausted. You want to be rejuvenated, re-energized, with the foods, with the people, with the tranquility. There's no rush. There's no rush. And we do a lot of towns off the beaten path, which is one of our specialties as well.
Yeah. When my wife Lucille was with us, we took her mother, who was 87 or 88 at the time. We took her to Sicily, and the nieces came along with us, and we went to Catania to try and find the house that she was born in, which we were fortunate enough to be able to do. And it meant so much to her. I mean, she lived another 10 years. She was 97 when she lived with me. And
God bless.
She always wanted to talk about her last trip to Catania. It meant so much to her, and that made me feel good. I mean, it used to get me teary-eyed, to be honest with you. And
that's one of the greatest gifts you probably gave to that woman. You could have given to her. It's the greatest gift that any parent, and right now I'm working, our 2026 is looking to be another bang of a year. And I'm working with many families of multi-generational. I'm working with one woman specifically who's bringing 18 people.
Oh, wow.
So that means her kids, her grandkids. So it is a huge, she said this is probably the last time she'll come here. Mm-hmm. We're doing an ancestral home. So those are very specialized and very specific types of tours.
Wow. That sounds, the fact that you're with them on the tour all the time.
Either me or my assistant, one of my assistants. There's always someone on the bus.
Have you found that since you've been in Sicily that more and more people are starting to speak English, that makes it easier for, say, people that are coming from Germany to understand? They don't want to. Okay. All right. They got their little
pockets. So there are pockets, and that, let me just segue real quick about our nonprofit, the Sicilian Project, where we give Sicilian kids free English classes funded by donors in the United States. And so because we realized, that Alfred realized, because he's a mastermind behind this, that there's a lack of English speaking on this island specifically. You go to Rome, it's a different story.
I know.
And this, and we are also training workers, so restaurant people, free of charge to them, just to help them along. It is a big issue for sure. But Mike, if I could, because I promised I would make an announcement, and I want to make this
You ready,
announcement.
Louis? You
I'm
ready?
I've been waiting.
So
Oh, he's
Al
sitting at
has
attention.
written 4 books on Sicily.
Yep.
4. And he's getting ready to publish, or getting ready. He's been working like a madman on his 6th book. And why do I say 6th book?
Yeah, why?
Because Alfred and I have partnered up on the 5th book, which is for those who want to come to Sicily for the first time. It's your first timer's guide to Sicily.
What to
Everything
expect?
from the basics, not
Okay.
how to pack, what to pack, what to do when you arrive at the airport. What if your luggage is lost? What if your passport is lost? What to expect where to stay, what to order, top 20 places to visit, top 10 foods, etiquettes. We wrote this, both of us, just from years of experience. That these are, for instance, before a group comes, I send out a comprehensive email containing a lot of these things.
Okay.
Bring cash, make sure your prescription medication is filled. All these make sure you take a picture of your luggage, use air tags. Don't order fish on a high mountain town. You want to order fish by the water.
I hear
you. Eating here is they're not like in the United States. Let's go. We got to turn the table.
Yeah.
It's a relaxed thing. You got to relax. It's a completely different mode. Some words that you need to do. And probably the 5th book will be published in the next few days or by next week.
No, congratulations.
Hey, that's fantastic. Wow.
And now I'm helping Al. This is Al. In the past 6 months, Al has really gone into a period of writing every day. Every day he's writing long pieces. Now, for those of you who don't like these long, thought-provoking, intelligent pieces, they're not for you. But if you like a 75-year-old man's perspective after having started several businesses, after growing up Sicilian in the United States, and then coming back, and then now living in Sicily, and his perspective and his observations, well, then that's the type of book. And it also has, like usual, a lot of Alfred's humor, right? A lot of that. So that is a compilation. We've been sort of working on that, but that's not quite ready to be posted. But that'll be his 6th book. Imagine that.
Wow.
Good for him.
Jesus. I'm shocked that he finds the time to be able to do all that, to be honest with you.
He's got time.
I mean, he's straight out usually. I remember, here, he was a member of the Sandalfio Society, and he got involved in quite a few things and ran a couple of different functions. And, I mean, he never took it lighthearted. I mean, if he's going to get into it, he's going to come in with both feet, and it's going to be well run. And to see him now compared to how, I'm not going to say nervous, but he was edgy. He was always on the edge. And you look at him now, and he's got the stogie. He sits back. He's got, I mean, it's a whole different Al that I can remember when I first joined the society, because I took a liking to him and his brother Tom, and and Wayne, and that was like our little clubhouse. So I got to know him, very well. And I wish I could have got to know him even better, to be honest with you. But to see him now in the mode that he's in,
he's hyper-focused.
And Sicily has a lot to do with that. And you, by the way.
Well, here's how it works. Alfred is the idea man. He's the bow. I'm the arrow. He always tells me he never expected that the touring business would come to this level. He tells me all the time. You know, our video business, where he already was doing 1 minute videos of Sicily, his Sicilian minutes, they were called back in
Yeah,
2014.
I remember. Yeah,
And he always tells me, I never expected that I would take, we would take it to this level where we're getting, significant amount of views. But more importantly than the views, I don't care about the views. More importantly, it's impacting people. Especially during COVID, people loved to spend their Sunday with us. We had many, 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 many people say, and I'm thinking of 5 specifically in all parts of the world where they literally said we would get dressed Sunday morning, but we couldn't go to church, so we sat in front of the TV or our phone and watched you guys.
that's wonderful. Boy, you talk about a testimonial. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And so people rely on, every Sunday there's going to be a video, and every Sunday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there's going to be a video. And if you go to You, Me, and Sicily on
Yeah.
YouTube, you'll
Yeah.
find 500. You like
I was
food?
just going to
You like
ask you. That
culture?
was my question. I want to know how many you guys have in the camp. 500. Wow.
500. And so that includes
Isn't that
also lives where we were doing lives during COVID. That includes walking tours, history tours, culture tours, food tours, current events. What's the state of the Sicilian economy? Let's discuss the bridge connecting Messina, Sicily and Reggio Calabria.
Can
So
we talk about that when we come back?
Let's talk about that.
The bridge? Huh?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm going to go a little bit early. And, we come back, we'll be commercial free to noontime. I would like to know, because this bridge has been something they've talked about. My gosh, it goes, I don't know how many years back.
Roman times.
Romans, absolutely, absolutely. And there are some problems. It's in a very busy earthquake
It's in
area.
It's in an earthquake-prone area.
Yeah.
It's an earthquake-prone. We have Mount Etna.
I hope it's Stromboli. You've got a lot of activity going on in that area. Listen, I'm going to go out. We're going to take a break. And then we come back. We haven't talked about the bridging crying out a couple of years. And I know things are exciting and things are starting to happen. So let's pay attention to what the heck is going on and get right from you. All right? Lou, take us out, baby.
Ciao, this is Eszter of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, The Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-2750-50 or visit GamblingHelplineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Sicilian Corner podcast. We have Eszter with us the first Friday of the month, and I look forward to it. It's always a pleasure to be alongside you and to listen to what you have to say. And, you know, something to all your friends that are out there, and you have a ton of them. They always like watching the show, especially if you're going to be on with me. And that's a good thing. That's a damn good thing. We mentioned about...
Me too. I love this time with you and Lou. Always something fun.
Because you know
and
why?
It flies by. It flies by.
Absolutely. And you know why, Eszter? Do you know why? Because we have personality. Personality. Louie and I have personality.
You sure?
Who said
you
that
sure
about
do.
personality?
I forget.
Lloyd Price?
Okay.
Is that it? I
I'm gonna
think
have
so.
to look it up.
Yeah. But anyway, it's so easy to interface with you, and that's what I look forward to it. We mentioned about the plans for the largest suspension bridge in the world that may be happening, and I use the word maybe because they seem to always come up with some kind of a snafu. And
well, there is a snafu happening right now.
pray tell.
So the Maloney government, the Maloney, Georgia Maloney, is the
How's
first
she doing?
female prime minister.
How's she doing?
She's doing great. She's doing good work.
Okay.
She's doing good work. Yeah.
Okay.
She's one tough cookie, and she's emerging on the world stage beautifully.
Excellent.
No matter what you think of her politics, she's doing a good job, in my opinion, and I know Alfred feels the same. So her administration, Salvini, who is her vice chancellor, her vice, it's not vice prime minister, and also interior, head of the interior department, decided to, a few years ago, to get this on the fast track, to the point that earlier this year, they approved a contract with someone. Now, you have to understand that this project had started many other times. Millions of dollars were spent. And if you go over to where the bridge was supposed to be, there's unfinished work that's been there 20 years. So in any case, so he really is pushing for that. And what happened was that the higher court in Italy this week decided to halt it, to finish hearing out concerns, not only environmental concerns, but also health concerns. So they ordered the administration to halt any further work. So that's where it is. That's where it always is. Seriously,
Wow.
this just happened this week. And actually, Alfred and I did a whole video on the pros and cons of the bridge. There's many great arguments on both sides, but both Alfred and I are completely against this idea of building a bridge, not only for safety, for technical, for cultural, the identity of Sicily as a island, right? Because if there's a bridge, it all of a sudden loses that autonomy.
I never thought of that.
It's not clear.
Yeah,
It's not clear if under the Constitution it would lose that autonomy. But having a bridge physically connected to the mainland, there's a lot of questions, and lawyers have argued back and forth. But to me, one of the biggest reasons is this, Mike and Lou, that I have been here now going on my 12th year, 12th or 13th. Anyway, since 2014, I have seen the quality of the roads improve slightly, some places, sidewalks slightly, some places, to go from Ragusa to Catania, which is not very far. You have to go yonder and yonder and up and down the valleys, and it's, before you know it, a ride that should take 45 minutes is now 2 hours. Not kidding. I've been to.
I've driven
It so doesn't make sense the way some of these roads were constructed, that there needs to be better roads, better infrastructure in Sicily before you even focus on this most expensive bridge that frankly will only impact a few people. Now, if I want to go to Rome, I'm not going to drive to Messina and then drive across and then drive to Rome. If I want to go to maybe Reggio Calabria, which is the next region, okay, maybe. But what about the ferry? There's reliable ferries that no problem running multiple times. Ferries that you get it. Even the trains, the ferries are so advanced that the train stops and they take part of the car, put it on the train.
Right.
You have ferries that take cars. And now you're talking about trillions, which we know is never, you remember the bridge, the Big Dig? You remember the Big Dig? That's what I'm wondering. That's what I always think about when I hear about something like this. You give me a timetable, BS. And so for me, the biggest thing is, hey, invest these trillions of dollars. get rid of the trash, get rid of the many infrastructure, crumbling roads with, put it just recently. Listen to this idiocracy, right? From the airport in Catania to the Catania Centro, where all the historic stuff. Okay, so there used to be 2 lanes and 2 lanes. Okay, we're talking about one of the busiest airports in Italy, right? One of the biggest. And then there was an incentive to put in a bike lane in the middle of those 4 lanes, making the lanes even smaller. So there's now a possibility of maybe some areas 3 cars in 1 lane. You put in a bike road that's barely used. What is the sense of that?
Doesn't make
Improve
sense.
that stuff. And
We
how
have
many?
it here.
And who? What's that?
We have the same situation here on Route 99 in Everett. They put this crazy freaking bike route, and I tell you, it's completely screws things up like you can't believe. It's too tight. Number one, I wouldn't want to ride a bike on a busy highway like that. That's for sure. And
It's not a
how many
highway.
people benefit from it? How many people?
Exactly. So
Now,
it goes from the. So
yeah.
let me just tell you where it goes. It goes from the historic center to the beach. Bike lane from the historic. How many? So now the beaches. Okay. So last week there were people on the beaches.
Control yourself, Eszter. You're getting wound up.
Can you see? Can you see? So let's. Last week it was so warm that some people went to the beach. Okay. So now November 1. Now it's cold. No one's at the beach except for the crazies who go to the cold plunge. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, never. 7 months of the year, no one's using it. June is starting, July, August, September, October. And so what happens? That lane is just sitting there.
I know what
Very
you're
few
saying.
people. Very few people. I get very excited about this.
All right. Well, the bridge, I think one of the main purposes of the bridge is try to help the economy in southern Italy. I may be mistaken, but I think that's the premise that they're going on, that it'll build up the poorest part of Italy. Am I wrong in that assumption, or?
Listen, any construction job creates jobs, without doubt.
I mean,
any construction job around the world will create lots of jobs. How long will they last? Well, probably 10 years. And then what happens? It's just, in my opinion, the less stuff like this that we build, the less we mess with nature, the better.
But I would think that the Italy itself would be responsible for most of the cost of that bridge. Am I?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, Sicily is not going to get paid a freight.
Sicily will benefit because of jobs.
Yeah. But I mean, the jobs disappear.
But
I
here's
get
my
that.
favorite part of the story.
Yeah.
The costs for the bridge are going to be able to be put under the tally of NATO costs for Italy.
Yes.
That are going to be required.
Yes. NATO pulled out of it. They won't allow it. They pulled their money out.
That's what they were pulling. That's what they were trying.
NATO is asking for more money from countries in NATO.
Oh, all right.
To help support it.
Okay.
The Italy will be able to count the money they put into the bridge into their NATO costs.
As defense funding, as defense spending under what Trump would like them to do. But I don't want to get into politics.
Yes,
it's a very clever maneuver.
It's a very funny part of
outside of Catania, that when I was there last, there was a big Navy base there. Is that still there?
Sigonella is still here. Sigonella is still here.
Okay.
Our military men and women are still here. Not as much as they were, but they're still here.
Yeah, because that was a hustling base for a while, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The few times that I've gone, I mean, like I said, it's been a long time. So I didn't know if it was still, it got cut or whatever the case might be. You know something? So you're against it, Al's against it, and you guys live there, so you have a much better perspective of what's going on than, say, somebody like Lou or myself.
Listen, I talked to a lot of people about this.
How many, Eszter?
And like when we were we were working on this story, like I asked everyone. I would go into the bakery and I would ask Maria, what do you think? Or when I stopped and got Al his cigars, I would ask Juicy, what do you think? Or if I would go to coffee, I'd say, what do you think? So, and then I asked professors in Catania, I asked businessmen who are good friends of ours, what do you think? It's a varied, it's a big pendulum on opinions and who wants it and who doesn't.
Okay. But it wouldn't help Sicily if that bridge was built compared to the way it is right now.
Of course it would. Like one young kid told me, Eduardo, he said, it can't get any worse than it is now for us youth. At least this way, it's getting us into a next, an advancement. I was like, okay, that's a good point. It can't get any worse. Maybe try this. Maybe this will help. And I really took that with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Well, you know something, it's quite, it's a huge project. I mean, this is 2 miles long, Louis, suspension, 2 miles.
Yep.
I mean, 6 lanes for traffic. They got the railway.
It will decrease the time for sure.
Huh?
Yeah. Decrease the time that it takes. Instead of an hour, it'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah. It takes 10 minutes to cross over. That's what they're estimating.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, people from Sicily, they have an opportunity to get in their car, drive into mainland Italy, and make some money because
they're already doing that, Mike.
They're
already doing it. They're taking the ferry. Of course. But who's taking the ferry? The people up there where it's close to the ferry. Here in Catania, where I'm, an hour and a half from the ferry.
Yeah.
The people living near maybe let's be generous, 60 miles from there would maybe use it. What sense would it be otherwise to drive all the way up there, spend all that gas, then go up there to do what? It's not like Calabria has any jobs.
I know. Eszter, we're out of time, honey. If you can believe it.
It's always awesome with you and Lou. I want to thank you again for having me here every Friday. And I'm already looking forward to December. And maybe it'll fall. It's the first week of December, so it's already going to be some Christmas holiday.
Yeah, we want to know what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk all about that.
Just before we sign off, I just want to say next week, Lou, we have Peter Carboni from Haverhill Beef.
Nice. Yeah.
Peter is going to be in with us, and his newest venture, Pub 97 in Groveland. And something, he's going to show and tell people what the best values are for Christmas, how you can all save money. And I'm dying to hear this. But anyway, Eszter, ciao, baby.
Ciao.
Take care.
Grazie. Arrivederci. Ciao.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll be back next week with Peter Carboni. Take care.